Dalchi, we got away with it. That's...
We have another. We have a vampire off. Wow.
Ooh.
Fucking hell.
I don't think I have ever seen vampire on vampire.
Neither have I. So he's played 3 games. He scored 5 touchdowns. He's won 1 and drawn 2. So we were assuming he's pretty good. Oh man. For fuck's sake, we've got 80k again, 90k again. Opposing team roster. I think he's got on. Oh,
throw 10 in.
Wow, he's got no. We have 90, including all of our bank. He's leveled up all the vampires. 2 have got mighty blow and 1's got block. Oh god. How is this fair? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, he's only got 3 rerolls. Right. Okay. So we've got an extra reroll. He's got 3 skills. We're gonna buy a babe because why not?
Well, yes, because thralls do tend to get knocked out quite a bit. Well, we've just got to keep hitting his thralls, mate. And
yeah. Well, the problem is he's got 2 mighty blow. This favours him hugely because the double mighty blow. Yeah,
it's not an I win button. It's an edge. Come on, do deep. Stop it.
I was just saying. Just saying. So we play in defence.
See you later, Anarian.
Honestly, I don't know. Actually, I might do a few games with this just to see what happens.
It would be quite impressive to try and get 10-0 with vampires, though, mate, to be honest. Because bear in mind, your competition isn't the Wood Elves and the Dark Elves, and it's the other vampires. So, you know, you're not going to get somebody go 41-1 with a vampire team, are you?
I think I could do it.
The point is, it gets really old really fast when after 3 games and 4 games you delete a team and start over because they didn't win them all.
Yeah, I know.
Just saying. What are you asking, Excel? Dodge on every single one? How do you mean? What, vampires? Yes. Not necessarily first skill, perhaps, but you'd certainly try and get it. I'd probably block first, I would guess.
Dodge on most, block on 1.
Oh, dodge first?
It's dodge because you want to be able to move around.
Oh, hello, thirsty. Good. Let's see if he takes out a thrall to even it up. Go on, bite it. Now this means that Bobface doesn't get blocked.
Yep.
Hey!
1 each. Good.
Boo! Is it Henry Judas? But he's fine.
Yep. I don't think I'd take I certainly wouldn't take Mighty Blow as the first skill. It's block or dodge. Oh dear, he's failed the Bloodlust roll now. Now he has to go and he has to now pick this ball up because if he fails to pick it up, the vampire will get sent off because he won't be at the ending of his turn picking the ball up. Oh, motherfucker! So he's thrown a reroll that.
Okay, and he had to do go for it though, did he?
Yep.
Or was that 3-3? You'd want at least one mighty blow though to be your blitzer.
Oh,
You know,
yeah, yeah, but
every
not as a
Wood Elf team wants mighty blow.
not as a first skill though. That's the challenge. It's not as a first skill.
Don't forget as well, of course, that vampires injuring thralls they can't kill them. They can just badly hurt them at worst.
Yeah.
So it's not quite as catastrophic as it seems at first glance. Grindle, yeah, that's what I was tilting at. That you go block mighty blow on one vampire, but what Andy's saying is that you do it later.
I think I just go block dodge on all of them. That I'm not by any means a vampire expert, having not played them pretty much before. But that my theory crafting behind this idea is that all of the vampires, the way you win games with vampires is you hit them in a cage corner, and you then walk in, steal the ball, and score. So they're like Slan. They're not a team that let's have a big fight. They're all about let's surgically strike. So yeah, when on the turns that you can't do that, you would have fuck off. Would I like having a mighty blow? Yes, but the surgical striking is more important.
Yeah, okay. Hellboy does get knocked out a bit, doesn't he? Poor Hellboy.
He's moving vampires for no reason, so he's had 2 failed bloodlusts in 6 moves. Notice, I haven't moved my vampires yet. That's not by mistake, that's deliberate.
Well, I thought it was a coincidence.
So I'd quite like my thrall back.
So if he's got 3 vampires, statistically on average, they're going to be 1 in 6 over 24. He's going to do 4 bites per half. Well, it's all right so far, isn't it?
We are 1 player down, but it's not terrible.
Well, yeah. We do have a babe as well, so the fact that they're both KOs, fighting chance to come back.
Yeah.
Yes, they're definitely. There's something different vampires, isn't there? Aren't they? There's nothing quite like them. And we know from playing Vamps in OCC and UK Bubble, when you really play them well, they are competitive. Both, I think, certainly OCC's had Vamps in the top tier quite a bit. Evil Squalls, Vamps were good. Who else had Vamps? Oh God, I can't remember. Master Zoo, good evening. Oh, Grindle, yeah, absolutely. If you were just learning Blood Bowl and you were new to it, I think vampires would add a whole new layer of complexity of what's already a fairly difficult to pick up game. Hello, Lonnie. You right, mate?
Yeah, they absolutely would not be my 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 25th choice.
Come on, get it, get it, get it.
Nearly. So now we're getting the hits on the thralls because he based us, and so we've gone, well, you can fuck right off. I'll take your free hits. Not do anything like, but we'll take them.
Yeah, its onus is on him to score.
Yeah.
The way he's playing at the sack, I think he's sniping with Mighty Blow and hoping to see what happens after a few rounds of that.
Yeah. Agreed. He's doing what I would kind of expect him to do, which is I will snipe and see what happens, and I'm doing fine. Well, I'm not going to move my vampires unless I have to, and hopefully then we will pick up a few failed bloodlust rolls from him. We've already had one, and we'll force him to do something.
Oh yeah, Daffodil's asking, is there any opportunities to hypnogaze here when you're not?
Oh yeah, we should have done that. Yeah, quite right.
Should've.
Should have done one there. I agree.
I mean, as there's no downside, although often it won't really do you any massive benefit, you might as well just
Do it.
do
Yeah,
it for
yeah.
the opportunity, yeah?
No, he's right. It's a good shout. You're right.
Look out, Zing. Brace yourself. He's fine. Good boy. Now what?
Unbelievable, Jeff!
Yeah, can you hypno a vampire? Presume so.
Don't see why you can't. What does it say? Hypnotic gaze. A player moves hypnotic gaze skill at the end of his move action. Make an agility roll with a -1 modifier for each tackle zone. Yeah, it doesn't say you can't do it based on anything.
Hello, Bulldog. Oh, Frankfurter confirms yes, you can.
Yeah, there was nothing there that says you can't.
And Master Zoo, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the show.
Okay, he's making armor rolls for me. Thanks very much.
So, I guess what I want to do is hit the thrall that's available to be hit, move the thralls, and then move the vamps. Is that broadly it?
Yeah, pretty much.
So we haven't really got anything on the ball.
No, because the
Do
ball
one
is
dice, but
because the ball carrier is strength 4. It's very difficult to do anything.
is it a? Is it a? Oh, good. Is it a thing that you tend not to carry the ball with a vampire early on, just because it's a vampire? And if it gets thirsty, it might bite its cage corner. That you don't use the vampire as a beastie.
It's certainly something you need to consider. Yeah, absolutely. Let's hypnogate this thrall if I can.
I mean, the obvious advantage is a bit more mobile in the very picking the ball up in the first place, but sure. Star Fury, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the program.
Right, he's in the business end of this turn now, where he's got 1, 2, 3 players further behind the ball, and he's going to do something with them. Good luck, Asaka. I might.
No, but
Go on.
go on. I was going to say we never did find out exactly how to pronounce Oscar's name, did we?
Oh, he's bloodlusted.
Dear,
He's re-rolled the bloodlust.
terrible shame. Gosh.
Indeed.
Hermit Dan, thank you for the follow.
Right. So, cage corner. This is sideline cage time. Oh no, he's managed to run it off the sideline. If he'd run that on the sideline, he would have been in mega massive huge trouble.
Well, at
Is
worst, you, with if you got hypnogaze off, you could do a one die surf, couldn't you?
Yeah.
That's without really giving it any thought.
Yeah.
Okay, so well, he's got to bring round that thrall now to do a dodge and bring it round. Otherwise, you can. Oh, okay, he's gone around the back here.
Yeah, but he should be aware of this. He's playing them, but there's nothing to stop. With that thrall he's just put there, one of the 3 vamps just goes and hypnogazes it. It's not there then, so. Shad eyes. Yeah, it is a thing. The surf on the ball carrier is actually available.
Oh dear.
So
Faber Krieg, I don't know the way. If you're prone, if you then you can stand up and hypnogaze, which is effectively the same thing, but it would stand you up first.
Git. That's a shame. That was a real shame.
Bit lucky there.
Right.
All right, now we got a problem.
Not massively.
Okay.
It's not actually that bad. It looks worse than it is. No, from that square there. Yeah, hypno from this square. Beautiful.
Aha. I'm just smiling at Ablin, a very discerning viewer there. That I swear we've seen Ablin for quite some time. It's only after careful consideration Ablin hit the follow button. So welcome aboard, mate.
Because there's a hole we can run through, we will now run through it. We shall knock over that vampire. It shall scatter off the field and get thrown into the halfway line. That's where it shall go. No, that's not really what I was looking for, if I'm honest. If I'm honest, that's not really my thing.
You do still have 2 thralls that come and stand next to the ball. I think you'll be okay. Master Zoo, no, unfortunately not. There's a delay on that because otherwise folks could just troll and spam it. But you'll see Rachel again. We usually get quite a handful of follows over the course of a show. There are. It's not just Rachel doing the welcome aboard little films. We do have a range of
Hot and cold snacks available.
How about some nuts? So you've got your canoeing thread.
Yeah.
Ooh, Runia, that's interesting. Hot cocoa with whiskey in it. Yeah, that sounds. I'm quite looking forward to my next cold on the basis I would certainly drink that. If I actually got some drinking chocolate just on my scotch. Oh, really?
That's me. I'm pleased
I
with that.
know. You should be ashamed of yourself. I know, that's count backwards, mate.
It is.
It is.
Right, he's actually safe there.
Nobody seems very impressed with our two comedy named vampires. I thought they were very
I like them.
Yeah, I thought they were good too.
I like them. Going live with something. I'm going to rename the stream title. It's Andy playing Vamps, because people will be like, what the fuck? Andy doing what now?
Braxios, 3 vampires, mate. 3 vampires. So everybody's happy.
It's not been copyrighted. It's not been stolen.
Oh no,
just
you
is.
mock the choice of 3. 3 is not a bad call, and I'd defend that until the end of time. Honest, even Mr. Fantastic himself has conceded that 3 is a viable starting number of vampires.
Fucking hell. Wow. Right. So he's on one reroll. He's thrown another Hypno Gaze. He got the Hypno Gaze, which is a bit of a shame, but not totally devastated.
No, I get it, Brexit. So I was just rolling with it. I got the reference. Oddity asked, does the vampire name Alucard mean anything to you? Yes, of course. It's Dracula backwards. Can't remember. I'm sure
There was a
film
coach called
that's,
that. There was a vampire coach called that.
It's been in a film as well. I can't remember which one exactly, but that's what it is anyway.
Oh, bloodlusting.
All right, it's an anime as well. Okay, I must admit, Frank, anime is not something I've really looked into. Oh dear me.
Did he kill it? Did he kill it?
Hope so.
Did he kill it?
No.
Oh, and he's now got 2 dice on the ball.
Castlevania, righto.
Yeah, okay, survive the hit. Please survive the hit. Yes!
Hey!
No, not quite. Where's the ball going to go?
Well, he's not stunned, so...
Yeah. Pick the fucker up, though.
In the rain.
Yeah.
God damn it.
With no reroll. It is Edge 4, it's not insane.
No.
5 or 5. He's just got lucky there. That's annoying. Right. Oh, it is. It's a blitz with a vamp. Yeah, it's a blitz with a vamp. Is there anything else I might want to do first? Well, let's stand you up.
Well, you got to remove the assist from his thrall, don't you?
No, I'm going to blitz with the Hypno Gaze vamp.
Oh, right, okay. I understand completely. Well, C2MC, we weren't devastated with that, having to transpose a W for a V in the team name, as of course you have the vampire accent where V becomes W. Yeah, I'll teach you to take Mighty Blow first, eh? Okay.
He's only stunned. Good, well done. Right, are you in scoring range? No, so let's just push you into scoring range ever so slightly. going to activate that vampire because he's doing a fantastic job of tying up that thrall. Bring these thralls back a little bit and go 1, 2, 3. So that one can't get us. We use the reroll. Did we use the reroll? Have we still got the reroll? Let's have a quick look at this.
We didn't.
We used the reroll on the dodge, so we haven't got the reroll. Right, okay. So we haven't got the reroll, so I can't really make the GFI. So if I can't really make the GFI, I need to make him make more dice. I can't do that because if I do that, he just walks that thrall into that square there. So, alright, done.
Done.
I'm done. I need to survive. It is literally a 50-50 coin flip type hit because he can make it 2 dice. The challenge he's got is he's making it 2 dice and scoring. So I think this half will end 0-0. He hasn't got a reroll. He hasn't got many viable scoring threats. I think I'll be all right here.
Ninja Bread, hello mate. And I mean, you'd take 0-0 all day, wouldn't you, on his drive? That's all right.
Okay.
Oh, there you go. Bulldog's just pointed something out I didn't realise. If your reroll icon is greyed out, you've used it this turn. If it's in colour, it's still available.
Okay. Yeah, learn something new every day.
Yeah, I didn't know that. That's a jolly useful thing to know. Thanks, Bulldog.
Okay. So he's used 2 of the 3 vamps. Yes, we've survived. He hasn't got a reroll. He can't possibly reroll it. He can't chain block it into anything.
Overlordy, hello sunshine. I keep seeing you in Steam. I haven't seen you in the channel for a bit, so welcome back, buddy. It's good to have you. Andy playing champs. We play champs all the time. No, Tomo. Lawrence.
No, I think I'm going to apothecary that because I don't. You get the apothecary annoyingly. You get that first, and I can't go down a vamp. Can't.
Time zone differences. Well, we're often on usually Tuesdays and Thursdays this time, which is evening for us, and then Saturday mornings and Sunday evenings.
Yeah,
seems to be broadly when we're on. And Andy's actually, and I know you won't believe me, but he's doing quite a good job at updating the Facebook page and the Twitch landing page with when we're next on.
Yeah. It's a true story.
It is.
Fucking hell, he likes making his dodges. Little twat.
And without real, I guess though, probably not going to kill him. If he fails, it doesn't really matter. I mean, all that's going to happen here is we've got a slender scoring threat, haven't we? So what have you got to do? Hand off to the thrall and then throw it with the thrall to the other thrall?
No,
can the vampire throw it that far? Oh,
the vamp can throw it.
He has a name. That's count backwards. Okay, backwards. Focus. I hope so.
Why is that? That doesn't change colour. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, it's in the X score banding. That's annoying.
Good luck.
So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's gonna be it's gonna be a 4+ into a 3+. Sorry, 4+ into a 4+. So it's 2+, 4+, 4+ with a reroll. Slightly worse than 50-50. we just rolled a 5 and a 6. Oh no.
Well, just roll them again, please. 5 would do. Come on. Oh,
Dickhead. Fuck off. Fuck off. Fuck
Rob.
off. Fuck
Yours.
off.
That was your 6, that was. To the couch.
Fuck off.
Family show. Come on, you're getting demonetised here. Several pence you've cost us on YouTube. Oh well.
Ah.
Well. But so far so good. The being pretty interested in the vampires. I'm quite liking the vampires. Xthulu, welcome to the programme. Don't think we've spoken with you before, mate. How are you doing? Oh, don't worry, Braxios. He's not salty at the minute. It's fine.
Nah, fine again. It's just annoying. It should be 1-0.
It'll be fine. Ah, it's not fair, is it? Oh well, the kick's not terrible.
Yeah, kick's fine.
Injuring one of these would be nice.
Just breaking armour would be nice.
Well, not this time. Never mind.
Actually, sorry, I'm lying. Injuring one would actually be the thing I want.
Overlord, he asks, how do you deal with Bloodlust? If Bloodlust triggers, and it does so at the very start of a vampire's turn, it's the first thing that'll get rolled. You have to end your move next to a thrall and then bite it. So you can, for example, move to pick up the ball, and as soon as you've moved a square, Bloodlust rolls. If it triggers, you can continue, pick up the ball, continue moving, throw the ball, and then right at the end of your whole series of actions, the last thing you do is bite a thrall. If you haven't ended up next to one of your own thralls, you're sent off for the remainder of the drive. You go for a bite, as it were. So the key thing is that you think ahead to where do you want the vampire to end up, and is there a thrall there, is kind of what's going through your head every time you move one.
It's really that's really important, ridiculously important. So you noticed in my last turn, I moved a thrall to the square next to the ball, because if he'd rolled the 1 on the Bloodlust and then failed to pick the ball up, he would have ended his turn because of a turnover, but then there would have been no thrall to bite. So not only would I have turned over, would have had a player sent off. So I'm trying to minimise the risk element there from that.
Oh, hold on. Dynamo does his question what I've just said. To be honest, I'm a little hazy on that, as I've not played tons of vampires.
What's he saying?
So if you pick the ball up and throw it, does the throw happen before or after the Bloodlust?
Bloodlust is the very first action you roll.
No. The bite. The bite. Assume that Bloodlust
So-
is already.
So you you fail the bloodlust, you do all of your action, and then when you've finished all of the things you wanted to do, it then says, right, you still have to, before you can go on to moving your next player, you have to do the bite. So in the action of a throw, you would pick the ball, you'd fail the bloodlust, you would throw the ball would go to wherever it's supposed to go to, and then before you would resolve the catch, and then you would get sent off.
No, it's bite then pass. Apparently.
No, it's not. Sure, it's not. The bite is the end. Hang on, I need to finish my turn. Right. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. So you're going to hit him. You're going to hit him.
No. It does say in the skills. No, passing, handing off, or scoring. You've got to feed first, so the bite happens, and then the score, pass, or handoff happens actually last. So, okay, yeah, you are absolutely right, Dynamo Des. We got them backwards. So it was broadly accurate, except for those 3 things.
Come on.
No, Death Ball. This is my bad. I've misdescribed it. Biting, passing, or handoff have to happen after feeding, so that the bite comes before them. So presumably, if you are trying to pass the ball and you get a bite, the bite happens first, and then you succeed the bite and then throw it. No, Dino, that's absolutely essential that we answered that properly. So thank you for pointing out my
got one.
miscalculation. Oh, got one. Who was that?
That was Bobface laying the smack down on the throttle there.
No, the only reason I particularly asked is does it, the vampires have leveled? It does not. So the vampires are on 3, 2, and 1, which is counting slowly backwards.
Huh. Yes.
Got one. Quite right, Griff.
Oops. Tiresome game sometimes.
Oh, hell, boy, you take some beating. That was two.
No!
Stop it. And you knew this could happen. It is vampires.
It's left a monster hole.
Well, can't be helped.
I want to get up the field and score, because Vamps are much better on defence than they are on offence.
Indeed, Stutley. Indeed, they do. Ninja Bread. I'm not sure how many fling teams are on Champ Ladder. There's certainly one.
Is there? Someone ring an Aryan.
No, it is an Aryan.
Oh, right, okay.
There won't be loads. There won't be loads, I would suggest. They're probably a minority passion. But there will be some. This is partly why I'm so confident that an Aryan will qualify as halflings, that I think most of the people in their right minds wouldn't bother going through all that pain. Oh, Nephilim, mate, you are most welcome. Nephilim's just... well, you think so.
Yeah, no, I was just waiting for a break there. So, yeah, Nephilim, the AU stands for Australia. He is an Australian streamer. And odd times of day and night I've been around, and I've really enjoyed your stuff. So you're most welcome. And yeah, maybe you'll give us a mention occasionally. But no, I did it because I enjoy your stuff. So thank you very much for keeping me personally entertained.
Yeah, it is vulnerable oddity. The problem came with the twin bloodlusts on the previous turn that it would have been a bit more robust than this.
No, Vamps only get general strength and agility skills.
They do not get passing, but I think are vampires unique that nothing else gets all three? Or is there something obscure I'm forgetting? They're certainly unusual in getting those three, which is one of why they're so bloody good. Kislev Blitzers and Bretonnian Knights. Well, do Bretonnian Knights get all three?
Don't know.
Zong Blitzers. No, Zong Blitzers don't get agility access, do they? They get strength in general.
Yeah, I think it's strength general. Yeah. If this is a knockdown, it's great. If it's not, Thrall's rather in the way.
Well, we're not found yet. There are others with three, like general agility and passing. Theriozod. Multiple ways you can get into Blood Bowl, really. For tutorials, probably the two most popular publishers of tutorials, or I'll tell you what, let's be kind, the three most popular would be
Steady on.
The Sane, Knur, and Jimmy Fantastic. All of them have done quite a suite of how to play Blood Bowl.
Some are better than others.
Well, also, Blood Bowl is a matter of opinion. And so, honestly, if I was you and you got the time, I'd watch all three and then take your pick. But the best way to learn it, really, is by playing it. Oh, got one. Is that another Thrall casualty?
Yeah. Actually, a little bit vulnerable this turn.
Oh, Overlord, he asks, what's your limit on vampires on the pitch, 3 or 4? Not sure yet. Probably 4.
I don't know. You're not really expecting this from a pro streamer. Making it up as I go along, pretty much. This is working, so fuck it. Let's do this. What my rules will be that the first level ups on the 3 Vamps still get dodge, one will get block. At 16 points, they will get the reverse skill. And then at 31, there's a very strong chance. What the hell was that? That I'll be looking at pro on a couple, and probably Mighty Blow on the other one. And then after that, I don't know. This isn't a great defense.
Kurgle, good evening, old boy. I think from what we saw of the really successful Vamp teams in the 2 leagues we play in, 5 on the roster but 4 on the pitch seems to be a thing that you might have one that's specialised in doing something and don't use him, or have a spare kind of thing.
Yeah.
But if you get more than 4, you tend to really risk running out of thralls. And of course, the more vamps you've got, the more bloodlust rolls you use.
And not only the more bloodlust rolls you chance, but the less thralls you've got on the field. So it's harder and harder and harder and harder to do stuff.
Yes, yeah. Do you build houses or do you build a McDonald's? It's kind of like that. The more people you got, the less food. What to do?
You jummy shit.
That was a bit fortunate, wasn't it?
Stay on the field, stay on the field, stay on the field. Oh, fuck off. That's on the field, thank you very much.
Okay. Well, it's not brilliant for him to reach, is it? Go on, make another go for it, just for a laugh.
I'm not thinking about that, I'm thinking about surfing the vamp.
Tricky to get the assists at the moment.
No, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine.
Okay.
It's fine.
Okay.
It's fine. Right, block. That's the chopple square.
What I would say, Theario, if you need to Blood Bowl, it's one of those games that if you really like the idea of it and are willing to persevere, a lot of people, I'd say many of the guys in this channel, you tend to play it pretty much forever. It's a little bit like chess rather than a video game, in that you don't really tend to sort of get sick of it. It just becomes something that you forever get into. Having said that, it is a fairly complicated game, so don't expect to win early on. It takes a while for you to get your head around the intricacies, but I mean, as long as you don't set out thinking, right, unless I win it's all ruined, welcome to the community. I think it's a brilliant game.
You know what? I wish I could pause this and look at it for 5 minutes. This is a really interesting position.
Do you want me to make a note of the time here so you can come back?
I might come
and
back to
highlight
this.
this?
Yeah, I might come back to this.
Okay. I'd agree with that, Defbell. Yeah, it's a pretty good community as well. It's vast majority are approachable, friendly, supportive, decent human beings. Just out of interest, Theario, what made you click on the stream to go right? I think I'll start watching this game. I've not played yet. The reason we ask is that we do bits of advertising here and there, promoting the show. So idly curious as to if any of them, if at all, having any effect out there. Grindle, shut up, man. He's new. We want to welcome him to the community, not put him off. Shh. Ex-Thulu, terrible man.
No.
Yeah, everything's lovely.
Move. That was the wrong move. Shit, can. That was the wrong move. I've not done that well. So what should have been available there is a push onto the vampire onto the ball to move it, and using the vampire that was next to the ball, 2 dice to push the vampire that's marking it against the sideline and then surf it. And I'm convinced I didn't do that well enough. I'm absolutely convinced that was not done optimally. But with 3 minutes, it's the problem in Champ Ladder. Unless it's obvious, it's a problem. And there's all manner of not very nice counters to this now. I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble.
That was worth a punt. Look, it was a complicated set of options presented there, so, you know.
Yeah, indeed. But I'd like to look at that again.
Stop being difficult. The Pidpad believes he didn't do that.
Yeah, I completely agree. I just don't know what it was. The last move where I stunned this thrall here, that wasn't good. That left me with stuff, which was bad. The dice didn't help. That was difficult. Oh well.
And good evening, Jimmy. Welcome to the show. So I have a quick look on the OCC boards. Make sure my game's still going ahead. Tony plays poorly. For every pocket, mate. Cheering for every pocket. Welcome to the programme.
Oh, he's failed the Bloodlust. Now this is a problem because he should actually dodge into this square here now. Oh, actually no, he's got that vamp to bite. Never mind. I was just thinking again he's in the problem of failed the reroll. So he's got to bite something. Yeah, he has. He's got to bite something. Could have been a GFI fail.
Oh, he's pushing his luck, isn't he?
Yeah, he is pushing his luck. And then passing the ball is pointless because it doesn't achieve anything.
Magra, yes it is. This is Willage against Willage.
Fail the Bloodlust. Now, if he doesn't make this dodge, he'll get sent off.
Oh, Jimmy, we were talking about you a couple of minutes before you arrived. Would you be a lamb and link your newbie Blood Bowl guides, your YouTube, if you would like to, in the chat below? Theatrist, one of the viewers this evening's just bought Blood Bowl, and you're one of the streamers we recommend as a good source for what to watch on YouTube to pick up the game. And you're welcome.
Right, so 3 vamps versus 2 vamps. This is very good.
Well, that's worked out quite well, isn't it? Yeah. Relentis, hello, mate. Mogra the vampire left the field. All vampires have got something called bloodlust. That if you move a vampire or activate him in any way, the first thing he does is roll a 1d6, and on a 1, he has to feed at the end of his turn. To do that, he has to end up next to one of his own Thrall players, and he takes a bite on him. In that example, the vampire failed the bloodlust, didn't feed, and so he gets sent off the pitch just for this drive. The logic behind it, he's off to go and bite somebody off the edge of the pitch. It's basically the nega trait that balances out vampires being basically an awesome stat line with great skills access.
Yeah.
it's a really debilitating negatrade. If you didn't have it, though, people would just play vampires all the time because other than that, they are generally spectacular.
Yeah, they'd be too strong. Right. Do you know what? I really don't want to leave that there. I don't. It just doesn't. It just makes me feel uncomfortable. You fucking bin bag! Stop it! Where will it go? No one knows. It's actually fine there because he can dodge out and he can dodge out and blitz, can't he? So it's better there. And he's dotted better there. Really, really, really make these Vamps have to do anything. And we just block that. Stay put. So. Wow. First action 3+. Just why not? Surprised he didn't follow that up because now he's going to make a dodge if he wants to pick the ball up. That's bizarre that he didn't choose to do that. Oh, okay. He's going to go and throw it. That's why he didn't follow it up.
Yeah,
he's going for the hero play.
He's doing that to keep the two thralls pinned away from the ball, I guess. Blimey, this is ambitious. Okay. Go on, fumble it.
That will be on 4s.
Tension, can't stand it.
I'll be pissed if he makes this.
I know you will. Oh,
Ha! Yes!
Justice.
Yeah. Right. Oh dear. Stun's pretty big as well. That's pretty big. Now we need to get these Vamps. I need to get at least one of my Vamps over to the ball carrier.
Mogra, that's an interesting question. Is this the highest tier of play for Blood Bowl 2? It depends on your point of view. This is Cyanide's own champ ladder that's open for anybody to join. And you get several weeks of a season, typically 6, though sometimes shorter, ending in some playoffs. The alternative to this format of competition are what are called the private leagues, where you sign up with 100, 200 other people and play in a structured league format with relegation and promotion, etc. Which is more prestigious?
Yes!
Got one. It's entirely subjective.
Oh dear, I broke it.
Have you broke it? Properly broke it?
Yeah, it's properly broken, that one.
That's broken, that, isn't it? It's broken it.
So he's got 2 Vamps near the ball. Fortunately, they're both broken now. Right, let's go and put some players there.
He was a bit unlucky there, Cabusta, but he's
He
been
was.
pretty fortunate at times earlier on. But yeah, that's a shame. Isn't it? Indeed, Jimmy.
Oops. Alright, we've got the 2 Vamps near the ball now. Why not?
Do you have a champ ladder season 19 going, Jimmy? I'm guessing you do.
Oh yeah, what are you playing? Yeah. Right, I'm not going to try and move that Vamp, he's fine there. Let's try and pick the ball up. Oh, get in.
Little beauty. Oh, okay, Jimmy, playing Hawks. I like Hawks. 5-0 is a cracking start as well.
2 dice uphill. Yeah, that's very good. Oh, he's giving up. Understandable.
Well, that's about ideal, to be honest, isn't it?
Yeah. So that can still base us.
How many throws do you have, Jimmy? Did you go with both or just the one? Oscar, congratulations, old boy. Just beating the Norse team. It's always good beating Norse, isn't it?
Absolutely. More both down.
Jimmy, that's very, very diplomatic of you. Well done.
What did he say?
He's got a blitzer that he's called Hawk Thrower.
Oh, okay.
As far as that's all he's got to say on the matter. See, look at that. Kofi Annan couldn't have said that more diplomatically. Do you know what? You finishing this game, beautiful timing for my FCC match. Perfect timing.
We are, aren't we?
Oh, Frank, we most certainly are, old boy. Yes, we are. Last game of the season as well. And I don't think I can get relegated, but I could, depending on other results, get promoted. Even after the last 2 or 3 weeks of the wheels falling off my campaign.
So, right, the guy I was playing against knew we were streaming. If he watches the replay, it'd be interesting to hear from him to see why he went Mighty Blow first. Was it just because he was trying to speed level the players? And what does he think about playing Dodge? So, well, all right. That was match day 2 of the Vampires. So we are now 2-0.
Thanks, Paid Pad. Thanks, mate. That little psychological boost for me.
2 MVP, 2 level ups. Level up. Oh, there's an interesting one. A Thrall with a move point.
Would you? Dirty Player?
Dirty Player was the one that was running through my head. Wrestle's also quite nice.
Wrestle, Dirty Player. don't really want to skill the thralls much, do you? Or do you? I mean, sure hands? Do you make a ball carrier thrall?
Nah. Wrestle block.
I mean, there's
see what the other
pros and
level up.
cons with ball carrier thrall, as we talked about before. Yeah, kick's not a bad shout.
Yeah, kick isn't bad. I would quite like to get a little bit of wrestle on the team because the Vamps are going to all have block. Another 6-4. Fucking hell. It's a shame they're not on the Vamps.
You need to level up the pig in Vamps. But would you take movement on a Vamp? You're already struggling for skill slots. Is the movement better than block, dodge, mighty blow, tackle, guard? You know, strip ball, leap,
Do you know,
any of these things?
Right, well I've 2 block because I can put these on the line of scrimmage and can do some of my blocks for me. So I've gone 2 block first. We'll take a couple of wrestle, a kick and a dirty player as the next ones. It's a shame we haven't leveled the Vamps up. That's really slack of me in 2 games. Although we did get conceded on game 1.
They were tight games. You weren't. Well, sorry. This was a tight game. The first one you didn't have a lot of choice because you conceded after 2-0.
Yeah. So okay, right. Well, that was game 2.